We were the most humiliated people on earth, and God gave us honor through Islam. If we ever seek honor through anything else, God will humiliate us again. No amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of worrying can change the future. He who does not live in the way of his beliefs starts to believe in the way he lives. Since when you have taken people for slaves and they were born free? Acquire knowledge and learn tranquility and dignity. When did you start enslaving people? When their mothers gave birth to them free. Whosoever shows you your faults in your friend, those that pay you lip service and praise are your executioners. No amount of worrying can change the future. Go easy on yourself, for the outcome of all affairs is determined by God's decree. If something is meant to go elsewhere, it will never come your way. But if it is yours by destiny, from you it cannot flee. Do not let your difficulties fill you with worry. After all, it is only in the darkest nights that stars shine more brightly. Nothing hurts a good soul and a kind heart more than to live amongst people who cannot understand it. Life consists of 2 days, one for you, one against you. So, when it is for you, don't be proud or reckless. And when it is against you, be patient, for both days are tests for you. The best deed of a great man is to forgive and forget. When the world pushes you to your knees, you are in the perfect position to pray. A graceful refusal is better than a lengthy promise. He who trusts the world betrays him. Woman is a delicate creature with strong emotions who has been created by the Almighty God to shoulder responsibility for educating society and moving toward perfection. God created woman as a symbol of His own beauty and to give solace to her partner and her family. Patience ensures victory. A brother is like gold and a friend is like a diamond. If gold cracks, you can melt it and make it just like it was before. If a diamond cracks, it can never be like it was before. How strange is man that when he is afraid of something, he runs away from it. But when he is afraid of Allah, he gets closer to Him. Dislike in yourself what you dislike in others. A wise man always has something to say, whereas a fool always needs to say something. Take care of your tongue like the way you take care of gold and silver. Surely silence can sometimes be the most eloquent reply. It is never the value of water, but thirst. It is never the value of life, but death. And it is never about the friendship, but trust. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. There is no rest for the person who has envy, and there is no love for the person who has bad manners. You are master of what you say until you utter it. Once you deliver it, you are its captive. Preserve your tongue as you do your gold and money. One word could bring disgrace and the termination of a bliss. You must be humble, as it is one of the greatest forms of worship. Honesty will guide you to goodness, and goodness will invite you to heaven. You should have hope in God alone, and should fear nothing but your sins. Our enemies are not the Jews or the Christians. Our enemy is our own ignorance. If the eyes of a female cry over a man that oppressed her, then the angels will curse him with every step he walks. In all periods and times when there were no prophets, there were individuals to whom Allah spoke in whispers through their consciousness and intellect. If you wanted to test someone's character, give him respect. If he has good character, he will respect you more. If he has bad character, he will think is the best of all. Who accompany ignorance lives in misery. Someone who cannot find a good friend is weak, and someone who loses a good friend is even weaker. There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance. Body is purified by water, ego by tears, intellect is purified by knowledge, and soul is purified with love. A little knowledge removes a lot of arrogance. Do not follow the majority, follow the truth. Let our hearts be filled with gratitude for the countless blessings bestowed upon us by Allah. victory lies not in the conquest of lands, but in the conquest of one's own self. Do not let your ego blind you from seeing the goodness in others. Humility is the essence of true greatness. To be a leader is to serve with compassion and fairness. One who seeks knowledge and wisdom is never truly defeated. The greatest battles are those fought within our own souls. Justice should never be compromised, even in times of adversity. Patience is a virtue that brings forth great rewards. Adversity reveals our true character and tests our faith. Choose your friends wisely, for they can either lift you up or bring you down. It is through forgiveness that we find inner peace and strength. Do not underestimate the power of small acts of kindness. Stand firm and steadfast, even when the winds of change blow against you. Live each day as if it were your last, for tomorrow may never come. Do not let the opinions of others define your worth. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Belief in oneself is the first step towards achieving greatness. A strong heart can withstand any storm. Greed blinds us from the true treasures of life. Embrace diversity and seek unity among all people. Learn from the past, plan for the future, but live in the present moment. Choose love over hate, for it is the most powerful force in the world. Just as the sun sets and rises again, so does our strength and determination. Three worldly things have made dear to me: feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, and reading the Quran. Enjoin what is good and forbid what is evil before the worst amongst you are given authority over you. Absorption in worldly affairs breeds darkness in the heart, and absorption in the affairs of the next world in kindness light in the heart. Had our hearts been pure, we would never tire with the remembrance of God. Acquire wisdom from the story of those who have already passed. No one conceals something in his heart, but God causes it to be seen on his face or in a slip of the tongue. It is sufficient for you that one who envies you is distressed at the time of your joy. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. In the end, it is not the years in your life that counts. It is the life in your years. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We must accept finite disappointment, but we must never lose infinite hope. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose. It always seems impossible until it is done. The greatest gift you can give yourself is a little bit of your own attention. The character of a man is not how he behaves in moments of comfort and confidence, but how he stands at times of controversy and challenges. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. If you are truthful, you will survive. If you lie, you shall perish. When I am in the battlefield, I love it more than my wedding night with the most beautiful of women. The earth destroys its fools, but the intelligent destroy the earth. When Allah decides a matter, it is done. Do not say that, how few are the Romans and how numerous are we. An army's strength lies not in the numbers of men, but in Allah's help, and its weakness lies in being forsaken by Allah. And here I am, dying in my bed like cattle die. May the eyes of cowardice never sleep. Man intends one thing, but Allah intends another. I have dedicated my life to the way of Allah Most High. If Abu Bakr is dead and Umar is Khalifa, then we hear and obey.